and I have forgotten my pad for you. I've drawn some new pictures. Well, not really like new, but I've drawn like one new picture. And oh god, full of guitar again as usual. Bloody hell it is. I'm just really hoping that this phone does not fall out of my elbow. Okay, hello. Excuse me, live stream. I'm not sure if this live stream is working or not. It is.
Vanilla, chocolate, classic, magnum, true to pleasure. Also available in our mini range.
I just dressed it up for a video.
We know that sometimes.
Why do I have to be going anywhere? I'm not going anywhere like this. I wish I was. If I was to go to like a cosplay event, I could dress like this, couldn't I? Hang on, I'll show you my outfit. Sorry. I'll do a little catwalk. Cute. No, hang on. I need to put these up. Get these up. Little flowers. So cute. So cute. Please don't fall. It's good, yeah. Got a dress there. I need to wear that at some point. So sorry about my skin, it's really bad at the moment. And there's very little I can do apparently to disguise it. I can only tone it down, I'm afraid. But I can't help that. I really don't know, like, why my eczema is so bad at the moment. I have no clue. It was so good the last few months, and then suddenly October rolls around and it flares up real bad. Why does it do that? Every time that the season changes, it flares up. It's no good. But it's been like this for like 3 months or 2 months or whatever it's been now. All of October and all of November. Jeez. So I'm going on a new diet again. The kind of diet where it's kind of restricted, just in case it's food doing this. I'm telling you, it feels worse than it looks. Like, anyone looking at this would be like, oh, that doesn't look so bad. Ooh. I'm like, well, it feels horrible. It feels like someone's burnt my face off and I'm now a burn victim. It's horrible. I'm not saying it burns. I'm just saying it's really painful. It's sore. It's tight. It's dry. I can barely move my mouth. So if I don't smile, that's why. I physically can't smile. Watch this. I can't do it. It hurts because I've got all these cuts here. I've got cuts there. It's all dry. It's not been raining. I mean, I guess it has been, but it's not been raining the whole time. I mean, it would be bad year round if it was to do with the rain, wouldn't it? It would be bad year round if it was to do with the rain, you know? I just realised I've got something frozen in here. Just bear with me while I put this in the freezer, because the freezer is out the back. And check it out, I got the egg-free mayo as well, because eczema sufferers can't have egg yolk. So, good God though, the fat is really high. Hello, Arxanum and Sean Peace. So, I'm going to be doing music for you in a minute. I just wanted to say this. My hands have become very dry and bleed due to the cold weather, and it's almost... Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? My hands used to be bad, but look, they're okay now. Although I do get eczema here, but it's healed up real good. It gets itchy, but it's okay. It's healed up real good now. I had a cut there. And one there, but it's healed up real nice now. But my steroid cream isn't working anymore. You know, on my face, I mean. Blink. I've got more sparkles over there somewhere, but I can't be bothered putting them on. This'll do, I'm afraid. I don't look like a priest or something. Cool, I'll be a priest. I'll be the new priest around here. It feels all sticky and... Why does it feel sticky? Probably like fake yuck. Fake, stinks. Oh, it smells horrible. I should wash my hands. I've just realised I should wash my hands. I have a subject to talk about, but it might be a little bit controversial for everyone. I use moisturiser on my hands, but after a few hours, it's a no use. I know, right? That's what happens every time I put moisturiser on. Yeah, it is nice, isn't it? I think I have a few crosses. You're Christian. Yeah, me too. We live in the Christian Protestant area, so I guess that's what I am. I say I guess that's because I asked my mum what we are, like what's our religion, and she told me. She said it's that, so because I guess that's like the area. This is like a Protestant Christian area, so you know that's what we are. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And could someone tell me how to set up the super chat so you know people could send donations to me while streaming? Donations for my church, you know, because I have my own religion. Although I'm technically Protestant, I have my own religion. Guess what it is? It doesn't have a. Actually, I did make up a name for it, but I can't remember what it was now. It was a really long name. It's the Church of. No, I can't remember. Damn it! Sorry. I will remember. I will remember. I went to the Church of England schools here in the UK. We are indeed Protestants. Thank you, Exanuminum, and thanks for the compliments and thanks for sending the link. But seeing as how I can't set up Super Chat, you'll have to either become a Patreon or donate to PayPal or coffee.com/Jeremiah and GoFundMe and Kickstarter, because I'm trying to set up my new franchise called the Jeremiah Project. So religion is basically where Jeremiah is the god that you would follow. Jeremiah, but I do technically, you know, follow like really for traditional religion as well. It's just that I have this sort of side religion because I really like Jeremiah. So he's the sun god and he's the god in this religion. So it's kind of like a cult, but a good cult. So it's not a bad one. It's whereby we heal people through natural means, you know, through Dianetics and meditation and yoga and positive thinking and manifesting and spiritual stuff. But yeah, I do that, but I am Christian, like, you know, I believe in God. I think atheists are misguided a little bit because they just see the bad side of religion and they've just decided to take that as read, you know, that, you know, all religion's bad and oh, God's not real because people have corrupted like religions. So I think that's what atheism is about. A lot of it's also to do with logic as well. Like they say that there's lots of illogical stuff in the Bible, and I'm like, well, you don't have to really follow that. You know, you don't have to take notice of the illogical stuff, but the basic stuff that God stands for, you can believe in. Like the basic good and decency of human beings through God, and you know, just like having something to believe in and having someone to pray to is actually a really good thing, and it's been proven. It's scientifically proven that having faith in something and believing and praying is kind of like a manifestation of good things as well, because you're putting it out there. You know, when you pray, you're kind of putting it out there that you want these things and it comes to you. To be honest with you, when I used to pray, I used to often get like good things happening to me, but I guess I've stopped for a while and now it's like meh. I used to be sort of guided to always doing the right things and stuff. It doesn't seem to happen too much these days. I feel like an outsider in my faith because I have my own idea of religion like you. I am a Christian, but I have my own ideas as well. Oh yeah, what are they? I am considered weird by some, but I love being myself and who cares? Yeah, I'm considered weird too. in my area. There's not really many accepting people around my way. And as for being yourself, well, I think that's the best thing, because like, who cares about like trying to please other people? Because like, I don't really have anything to do with the people who bully and harass me for being different. So if I was to change to please them, it would be a waste of time, because I never see them. I only see them the odd times. So I think life's too short for trying to change to be somebody that you're not and to please other people. You should really live to please yourself in that way. As in, if being different makes you happy, then I think you should do it. I'm not saying don't do good things, don't do good deeds. I'm not saying that at all. Obviously, you can do that, but I mean, changing to suit other people is a waste of time, a waste of life. I think, you know, it's a waste of life kind of being unhappy with who you are. I love being myself, yeah. So I really admire and love Hollywood stars, and I incorporate that into my faith, as some find that weird and unchristian. I don't really get what you mean. Incorporate Hollywood stars into your religion. Do you mean like you idolize and worship them or something? Like gods? Because I don't really do that. The only other people that I idolize are my own characters that I have created, like Jeremiah. And I want to make it into a franchise. Or their... There's someone on Instagram I used to idolize, and they are what has inspired me to dress a certain way. But I have lost all admiration in them now, because they blocked me on Instagram because I said the wrong thing, I guess. Basically, it's a trans male like me who wanted to have top surgery, which means to take off your boobs so that you've got a flat chest like a man. And he basically got everyone to, like his fans, to pay for the surgery. And then after all that, he showed a picture of his boobs the way they looked before having the top surgery. And I made a comment about how they were already small. Like, what's the point of having possibly life-altering, risky surgery that could risk your health and your life, to get rid of already very tiny, very perky boobs that can pass as a flat chest? Like, I just said, what's the point? I said, like, if that were me, if I had boobs like yours, if they were already small, I wouldn't bother with top surgery. It's only, you know, given the fact that mine are huge, that I would have that. And I figured if I'm going to have surgery, obviously I'd take them off rather than reduce them. But yeah, I don't really believe in surgery if you don't really need it. So I suppose I get it. It was her choice, I guess. But I just thought it was a little shit. Just a little bit shit that she was getting her fans to pay for this really expensive surgery when she didn't need it. Like, it wasn't detrimental to her health that she have it. You know, why risk it when you've already kind of got a flat chest virtually? And she blocked me for that, so it was like, fuck you then. I actually follow her on a different account. Oh, that's a shame that they blocked you. Well, I follow them on a different account now, so I can still see what they get up to, but I don't say anything. I'm not commenting anything, because these people are so sensitive, the slightest thing, and they get all upset. And instead of talking it out, they just opt to block you. I don't know, they're just like a bit sensitive. I don't like having to walk on eggshells with people with what I say. Obviously, if I said, oh, you bitch, you know, like, if I said something like proper nasty, like insulting, then I could understand. But I wasn't being insulting. I was just saying, like, a matter of fact, if that were me, I wouldn't do it. You know, it's like that. It's like, that's my choice. That's your choice. I'm just saying my, you know, my, like, opinion. So you can't block someone for having an opinion. You can't block someone for having a difference in opinion if it's not insulting. Like I say, if I was being insulting, I could understand the blockage, them blocking me, you know. And another one was also trans male, and very convincing as male, but my type of male. you know, sort of like part effeminate, but, you know, male. I said, you've got a really nice body. And they blocked me. I'm like, for fuck's sake, if you're a real man, you wouldn't be that sensitive anyway. Like, men aren't that sensitive. Like, if you want to be a man, you can't be sensitive like that. I used to be dead sensitive like that. And my mum gave me that advice that if you were a man, if you're a real man, you wouldn't be that sensitive. You wouldn't care what people thought. And that changed my whole attitude. And I stopped being sensitive. Because honestly, it always depressed me whenever my mum or anyone else would refer to me as female in any way. I used to go ballistic. I used to have a tantrum. I used to go into a depression, blah, blah, blah. That was when I was like 14. And, you know, like between the ages of 12 and 14. I think I was about 50 when I was given that advice, and it changed my attitude. So that's what I'd say to any other trans males, any other trans masculine and men, that if they were real men, they can't act sensitive like that anyway. Like, men don't generally be that sensitive. I mean, obviously these days they're all effeminate now, so they're all like acting like women now, and they're all like sensitive, but a real men don't be sensitive. And when I say sensitive, I don't mean like the kind of sensitive where we want like, oh, they're like affectionate and, you know, tapped into their feelings. I don't mean that kind of sensitive. I mean oversensitive. I mean get butt hurt easily. That's what I mean when I say sensitive. Like you said, people are too sensitive these days. That's correct. Other things you would never do body-wise. When I was younger, I always wanted a nose job, and I wanted an eye job as well, because I always thought my eyes were wonky. So yeah, I wanted to change a few things, but now I'm thinking, oh, if it's not necessary, I'm not really going to change it. I also wanted that Brazilian butt lift where they took the fat from your waist and put it into your butt, hips, and thighs. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but don't they just put it into your butt? Well, if I was having it done, I would request butt, hips, and thighs. Because I think if you just have it in your butt and your legs are skinny and your hips are flat, it looks kind of stupid. Because instead of it, you know, like you'll go in the waist and then out and then sort of down and graduating into the thighs and legs. If it's not like that, it looks stupid. You look like this. That looks stupid. Oh, flat hips, and then you're like big butt. Or you're like going at the back and then big butt and then like skinny legs. It looks stupid. So you're like so stupid. So I would request everything to be even. So, you know, it would go out and then down, and my thighs would be huge as well. Like, you know, it'd be so stupid if you just had your butt done and not the hips and thighs. Why do women only want the butt done and not the hips and thighs? Why do they want to have like a big butt but then like flat hips and skinny legs? Like, that looks stupid. Unless you're naturally like that. Because there are women who are naturally have skinny legs but have like wider hips and bigger butt. But it still graduates into the leg. And they usually have like the legs are like spread apart. So it still kind of goes like that. But the legs are further apart because their legs are more spread. Because they got childbearing hips. And then they've got that thigh gap that everyone apparently covets. Or that triangle thing that everyone draws, but women don't really have that. Have you seen the art like of anime characters or any female animated character? They always have this triangle thing between their legs and their vagina. It's called the something. It's called the something triangle. But women don't have that in real life. And it looks so unnatural when when the drawings have it, because it looks like it's just been edited out. You know, it just looks like they've just added like the color of the background. Like, it doesn't look natural because it's like that, and then smush thighs together. It just looks, it's like women don't have that. Again, unless they're dead skinny, they don't have that. Well, they have to be. I don't have, even when I was skinny, I didn't have that because I don't have wide childbearing hips. So my hips aren't spread apart, my legs aren't spread apart. So even when I was skinny, I never had a thigh gap or this triangle thing that they all talk about. My thighs are together, you know. If my legs are together, my thighs are flush together, even my inner thighs, even if I'm skinny. So yeah. Hello, Dean Sherman. I did some more work on my art last night, my Jeremiah art. It has to be in proportion, yes. You're as lovely as you are, don't bother with any of these changes. Well, I won't now. I'm not bothering with these changes, these are just ones I had in the past. Now the only thing that I would have done is a breast reduction at the very least, or like top surgery to get rid of them. Because I don't like having big boobs at all. And here's Fluffers. For those who haven't seen Fluffers, this is Fluffers or Puffball. Isn't Fluffers cute? Have any of you guys seen Paws of Fury? They've got little versions of these that they use as telephones. Hello, how are you doing? Pretend that's a telephone. This is my telephone, look. And then they talk out of their mouths, and that's how they get messages. Hello, how are you doing? But in order to get the message from this telephone to the other telephone, it has to go through a whole bunch of cats. So you couldn't have like a quick conversation. You'd be kind of right, you'd give your reply, then you'd have to wait for your reply back, and then vice versa. But it was dead quick, like it was an instant telephone. It was so cute. So tiny versions of these, but they had little paws in front like this. And when he was finished with it and he put him on hold, he actually gave him the telephone for him to hold when he was on hold. And the little cat phone, mewed at him. So it was like, meow. It was so cute. I think it must have been a kitten. They were using kittens as telephones. Isn't Fluffers big and round? Issa loves Fluffers because he's big and round. You're so round. Are you rounded? Yes, you are. You're so rounded. He's so soft and big and fluffy, like a big cushion. Probably hurting him with my collar and stuff. You cutest boof. Big. Big tail. Oh shit. Waggly tail. So cute. I want one of the little ones as well. How cute would little versions of this be? You'd be the cutest ever cuted. You should see how cute he is when he looks up at you. Let's see, let's pretend you're holding him. That's the view you get. Kind of miserable eyes. Honestly, it doesn't look like that. In real life, it looks way cuter. It looks kind of scary in the camera. I'm so sorry. It doesn't look like that. In real life, he looks so cute. The face is so adorable. But for some reason, he looks different in the camera. Oh my god, it's nearly 8 o'clock. Last time I looked, it was only 6 o'clock. He can keep me warm, yes. He definitely keeps me warm. When you hug him. Well, I can't really use him for that sort of thing right now because he is so stinky poo. Everything in this house ends up smelling. I don't know what that smell is, to be honest with you. It's not very nice, but it smells like just not very nice. It doesn't smell all over though, just like the top bit smells. I know. So my mum bought this steamer, so she's gonna steam Fluffers whenever she gets round to that. I don't know. Check this out. Hang on. There you go. That's the view you get. That way around is a lot cuter. So I'm just going to move my bag. It's in the way. I'm just going to show you the art real quick. Look. He's all ready for Christmas. He sure is. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention. Thanks, Sean, for the compliment. I forgot to, mention that really. Yeah, so I'm just going to show you the changes I've made to the comic. If I can get it. Actually, I can show you what that trans male that I was following on Instagram looked like because I've actually drawn him. That's what he looks like, and I always love his outfits very much. Always wearing like ruffled shirts and all sorts of period outfits. That was rubbish. Right, here's the comic. So that's Daisy talking to the Nayag Keepers. That's neighbours in my funny language. So yeah, that's the view you get when Fluffers looks up at you. So she's caught by her husband, Jeremiah. She is talking to the neighbours when she's not really allowed to. So it becomes hostile when he comes along because he acts all like possessive over her and like getting close to her and putting his arm around her. I love his expression on his face. It's so cool. Look how fat and sexy he is. And so lazy and fat because he makes his wife do everything for him. So it's like super uncomfortable because he wants her in the house doing dinner and she's out there talking to the neighbours. So he's not very happy about that. As you can see, he's fat and he loves to eat. He wants his wife to be in there all the time. Come on. Time to come in and make food. So he pulls her closer to him, as you can see by the net. I just love it. Look at the wings. His wings are bigger than that, but yeah, it's more like that one. For some reason, I can't get it the same every time. They're starting to feel uncomfortable now. Whispers. You know what will happen if you are late making dinner. So she's like got her hands tense like that. I don't know if that conveys very good. I never know what to do with their hands. I'm not very good with hands, I'm afraid. People who do anime are like, they do the hands perfectly. I just can't do it. Except nobody that I know of can do that without doing what I've just done. I've noticed every anime character always has the hands in this position. I cannot get my two fingers out the other two to be together. I can do that, but I can't do that unless I do that. So I don't know how anime characters always have their fingers like that. I don't know. It's very hard. I've done it ever since I was a kid, so I'm good at it. So now he's pulling her away to come back into the house. Come on now, get back in the house. No! But his mouth's not open, so apparently he's talking without his mouth opening. They follow them and look inside. They want to know what's going on. And that's the house. I just invented that house. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? I thought, you know what? I'm not going to make it look like a real house. I'm just going to make it look like a fantasy house. I thought that would be like dead cool. I can make the house look however I want. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to do it. I tried to make it as fancy and detailed as I could. That's going to be a bugger to color in. That's all I got at the moment. I'm just going to show you what my drawing pad looks like, by the way. Oh, God. I brought up fucking Messenger. Go away. Sorry about that. I brought up Messenger by mistake. I've got that stupid notification bubble on the front. So this was, I actually got this when I was a little kid, and I haven't used it. So that was my character that I worshipped back then. And this was the story. That's my, oh, I didn't have my name. That was the character that I loved back then. This is his origin. When is his parents? And that's when the hatching. So she's a Canada goose, and he's like a regular goose. These are my kids' drawings. So they used to be snobbish because they're in a snobby neighborhood and their parents are dead snobby. I got this idea from the Ugly Duckling, because there was a character in the Ugly Duckling called Lady Froof, and I decided to make a male version. So there he is as a baby. His siblings are so cute. See, they're all got their noses in the air because they're dead snobby. Let's pull some silly names for you. Bernard. So they're showing the kids off to the neighborhood people that are also geese and other birds, but they don't notice because they're all got their noses in the air because they're all snobbish. He got really offended by something. Hang on. He got offended by something. 1 minute. Where is it? See, he's like angry there. He's got offended by something. I can't remember what. Here's the snobby cats. And there he is. That's where he got offended by something. That's a cloud eating up the sun, apparently. A cloud monster eating the sun. Now we've got the snobby poodles. So we've got snobby geese, snobby peacocks, snobby cats, snobby poodles. It's very true. He's looking in the mirror because he's also vain. And that's where the parents are teaching the kids to fly. It's just silly writing. So the kids trying. And as you can see, they're falling back into the water. They're trying their best. They're falling down. They're not old enough yet, I don't think. I wouldn't say that they've got their flying feathers yet. And that's them at night in their house, taking shelter. And yeah, I never continued. But I've actually left a bunch of blank pages there so that I can continue with that story if I ever get round to it. The Lord Froof story. The Lord Froof story. So I'm sorry guys, we're about 30 minutes in. I've still not done any music for you guys. I knew I wouldn't really get time to do it. I'm supposed to be doing dinner really. I'm so sorry. I'm so sad. I really wanted to do some music for you guys, but you know, I will get around to it, I promise. Maybe not in this stream. I will try, but maybe not in this stream. But if not in this stream, then another stream, or you know, I'll just upload videos of me playing my music. Like I did I actually did a whole video covering the kind of music that I like, because the kind of music that I like is like less popular and lesser known. So I've been practicing those songs because, you know, everybody likes stuff like Katy Perry and Rihanna and Beyonce and Justin Bieber and whatever, you know, whoever's popular at the time, Ed Sheeran. Everybody knows about that and is into that, but I'm not into that. You know, I'm into just like lesser known music. It's good music, but for some reason the bands and artists are just lesser known. Nobody knows about them. Well, they're famous in their own right because, you know, they've been on like talk shows and stuff. I think one of them, like I said, Dermot O'Brien, he was on This Morning or something, having an interview. And then you've got Dean Crouch, he's more modern. He is a world champion, so he's like famous in his right. You like dark, depressing music. I wish I could draw as well as you. What a creative way to use your talent, very well thought out. Thanks. Which part? I just ordered a chippy tonight. I didn't want to cook. Yes, I quite like depressing music as well. But I bet it's not the kind of music you're thinking of. You're probably thinking of emo music. I'm thinking of like dead sad songs, like one song that's sad is called I think it's called I'm Going to California. It's basically about a wife who leaves her husband because her husband is neglecting her, and she decides one day to leave her husband just randomly. She just leaves, and she goes to California, and she wrote him a letter saying, "I'm going to California to taste the sunshine and the wine." And there is this song called White Angel that's a sad song. It's in like a compilation of sad songs that I found. Probably like an hour or whatever long compilation of music of sad songs. I'd say this music was emo too, but it's just like beautiful music. It's not horrible, what I call horrible music, which is just like screamo music or whatever. Not into that really. Yeah. It's okay sometimes, but you know, I prefer Irish music. So it's cool that you're from England too. How old are you, by the way? I'm not sure if you're new to the stream or not. I don't know what that is. Oh, and another artist that I've just found is called Kevin Pendergast or Prendergast or something. That's who did the I'm Going to California song. He also did, I think it's called Dim Lights or something. Dim lights, thick smoke, and loud music. It's the only kind of life you'll ever understand. You'll never make a wife to a home-loving man. Uh-oh. Let me remember the rest of the lyrics. I do know them, but I don't know what in order they are. I could show you some of the music in a moment. I've just got to get the food on the go at least, and while it's cooking, I can play you some of my music that I was going to play for you, and I could also let you listen to some of the music I'm talking about as well. It's on my YouTube music playlist. My favourite ones are on My Music 4 and My Music 5. I should really organise the list better so I've got all the Irish stuff in one place and all the other stuff in one place. But I don't. I just do them in order of how I find them, and I just add them, and then when it gets too much, I create another playlist. Please get off my knife, you idiot! You idiot! Stupid onion skin. Good God, these are killing my eyes. Ah, my eyes. I can't see. It stings. This is a chippy teeth. A lot of the songs I like, you know, are influenced by the songs I used to hear as a child. These old, they're called golden nursery rhymes. That's what they're called. I found them. I actually searched for 90s nursery rhymes and 90s like kids songs and stuff and videos, and it came up with the exact ones that I used to listen to. And the songs aren't really nursery rhymes. They're not even really babyish. They're quite, you know, like normal music. But it's just the only thing that makes it more kiddie is that they've got children singing them. But the songs are actually pretty cool, actually. Like, you hear kiddie songs and nursery rhymes, and you think, oh, it's just going to be dead babyish. It's going to be rubbish. It's going to be silly, like, you know, the ones that you get now. Like, if you search for nursery rhymes, it comes up with all this shit, like the Wiggles and Woggles or whatever the fuck it is. And fucking Peppa Pig and shit like that. But honestly, it's not even babyish. It's, like, dead good. It's actually quite mature. The music is dead good back then. Everything was dead good in the olden days of the 90s and before. Everything was better. How people can say this is a good era or a better era or whatever, they're stupid. Everything was better back then. The music was better, the television was better, the videos were better, everything was better. So yeah, it's really good. A lot of them have been deleted though, so I'm not even sure if I can show you them, which would be real sad if I couldn't. They're really good though. But some of them had like Irish themes to them. It sounded kind of Irish. I've got one recorded on my phone as well, but unfortunately the battery has died and I don't really know where it is. Let me see. It might be in here. Ah, here it is. My old phone, my old iPhone, a bit grubby at the moment, but just needs to be charged up. And then I'll be able to listen to the music again. Excuse me. I'll just put it there to remind me. So as soon as I have sorted this out, I can show you my music and shit. I'd like to play some for you, but of course I can't do it for very long because, like I say, I've got dinner to be done and, like, you know, pour up and stuff. But as you can see, I'm working on Jeromiah's story, I'm working on the art, I'm working on music, like theme music for him. I'm hoping to make it like a whole franchise, like there's going to be comics, animated series, hopefully a film one day. An animated film, a live action film, a whole religion, kind of like a cult, but a good cult. Do you guys think of a good name for it, like a good name for the religion? Because I've forgotten my idea for it now. But you guys can give me suggestions, that would be great. Things are better back in the day. I have some goggles, you know, but they're currently upstairs full of webs apparently now. So the spiders went crazy over the spring and summer. So webs are like everywhere, and even after I clean them, it would just make them all over again. In certain places, not every place, but in a lot of places. So yeah, I would appreciate any donations or support for Jeromiah's story to make the animations, and and also I do commissions if you want art. I could give a lot of rewards for any donations, such as, you know, artwork and stuff. God, that smells. What's next? I've been doing this food for a long time and I forget how to cook it every time. All the cord is stuck together and now it's on the floor, apparently. Oh no! We like a lot of corn in Mexico. my life ever understand. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, have I got my cup of tea? No, that can't be pushed down anymore. I'm gonna try this supermarket's own brand of ricicles. Right, it's all on the go. Let's go. Oh yeah, I've got likes at last. That took nearly all of the stream. Let's go to the next freezing cold room. And now I can charge up for my phone. I can't do that one. Oh, we got some new ink, I'm assuming. I'm gonna have to warm up my hands a little. I'm presuming that's ink. Printer ink, yeah, that's the printer ink. Do you want to take some? Look, we have no heat in the house anymore. Ugh. We have done nice cold house. to do it. You idiot. And mittens. Mittens. Yep. After each song, I have to warm my hands up like this. Freezing hands. I'm pretty sure it is bad for you to maybe play instrument while your hands are freezing cold. I'm not sure. I mean, my hands are even cold in summer, but you know, you just don't feel it. You know, I don't feel it. Like, it doesn't bother me. What song should I play now? I should play the one that I heard last night. Well, I don't want to play that one. I don't know. Don't you dare fall down. Feck off. Hard because I just started learning that one. Well, I must go now, but it was most wonderful to speak with you. I enjoyed your live stream so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening and have good tea. Good night for now. See you soon, hopefully. Wiggles and woggles. Don't have any friends, well, work friends, but they ignore me outside of work even though they love me at work. Same here. I have a kind of friend like that. 28 from Birmingham. Yes, I remember you. I thought it was a different one. Next one. Okay, see you later. doing? You're not work. Thank you, Isa. Most definitely shall come. I'm glad. Let me think, what should I do next, huh? One more. Help. Okay, I think that should be all for now anyway. See you guys later. I've got to do dinner and stuff before I start getting yelled at. See you for now. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and become a patron and all that good stuff. And like, shush.